What's up guys, Wesley here off Wesley's World. Welcome back to my YouTube channel now. I know it's been a very long time. A lot of things have changed. I'm in beautiful California now, just living my dream, living my life. And I don't know, I just know it's been a while and I have to say that I'm sorry for it. It's just, there was a time and a place for everything and I need to focus on my personal life for a second, but now I'm back and I'm here to talk about Boruto chapter 22. Now we know last chapter left off with, it was pretty much AOA fighting the new Team 7. Now I have to say, I'm just really tired of the finishing move being Rasengan. But I have to say I am glad that Boruto landed that Rasengan because we gotta think about this. AOA, he is an android. Pretty much. He is a human, a robotic man. Most of his body is robotic parts with kind of missiles and configurements everywhere. So he already has that advantage over Ninja. The fact that he's weaponized out. And we gotta think about this too. Like, I'm just tired of this whole phase where in the Boruto world where people are absorbing each other's chakras and jutsus and stuff. That's such an overpowered ability, and I really think that conceptually I wish it was something that was not in the Boruto realm, but that's besides the point. And I have to say it's kind of funny, for some reason Konohamaru, he's the one that keeps getting sneak attacked. In this new chapter, there's a moment where there's these drones hovering over Boruto, and Konohamaru senses it first, and he pushes Boruto out the way, and he is the one that gets shot up with them. And it's kind of fun because literally a couple of chapters ago, Konohamaru, like, I'm sure Aoi shot like this rocket out of his elbow, and Konohamaru took it straight to the face, and it's just like, why is this guy the one that's getting beat up so hard? Like, do we have a thing against Konohamaru? Like, why? Like, this is just so funny to me. Something, I don't want to just seem like I'm just shitting on this chapter because there's a lot of good things that happen in this chapter and I'm going to talk about that too. But something else I don't really like is Boruto definitely has main character syndrome, and that's where he is the one that is, he's getting all the highlights. Like when they build strategies, the whole strategy is built on Boruto. And I have to say, it's like this new Team 7, they have major threats. We have Mitsuki, who's probably the strongest Genin there is, and we already have super powered, overpowered Genin like Boruto and Sarada, so Mitsuki probably blows them out of water. He has, what was that, perfect Sage mode? Like, let's give them more screen time. I want to see Sarada really putting in some work. The air of the Uchiha line, she has the freaking Sharingan in her eyeballs. Like, I want to see more from her. I want to see Mitsuki snake it up and shoot lightning bolts out of his hands. And Konohamaru, like, I know he's no Kakashi figure. Oh wait, we honestly don't even know that because we haven't seen Konohamaru do anything except taking missiles to the face. So it's like, I want to see more of Team 7 putting in highlights. And I'm not saying, obviously this is Boruto's series, this series is called Boruto, so of course, plot lines and devices and plots can definitely revolve around him, but I'm just tired of every single fight revolving about Boruto having his big moment, Boruto's Rasengan taking somebody's down, Boruto literally doing everything. It's like, even his sensei, the Jonin, Boruto cucks Konohamaru out of every situation. It's just like, let's see more of these people have some highlights, like give them some spotlight in the moments. Now, there's a moment where Aoi, I'm sure you guys saw it coming, I saw it coming too, where Aoi, Boruto's, his clones are coming after him, and we know the real Boruto has that chakra absorbing glove on his hand, and Aoi is like, I'm a genius, I noticed that these don't have the ninja tech on their arms, so they're obviously shadow clones. And obviously it's just a shadow clone bait and switch where the real, like, a clone is wearing the configurement and Boruto's hiding around in the ground or something, and Boruto comes with this Getsuga Tensho-esque slash and just completely obliterates Aoi. Now, to me, this was very weird to me because just a second, because after he does this sword slash, he like cuts off like his foot and his arm. After that, Boruto comes up and he finishes him off with a Rasengan with literally almost no effort. At the same blink of a moment, in one fell swoop, he cuts off his arm, drops the sword, forms a Rasengan, and smashes him with a Rasengan. And this, to me, this is so weird because literally a couple chapters ago, Boruto could barely hold on to the sword without passing out, but now he's swinging the sword, cutting people up the sword, and then he's falling up with Rasengans with literally no effort at all. Like, this is so weird to me. And it's like, literally they could have just had the sword slash and been done. Like if they made the sword slash literally cut Aoi in half and let that be the end of it, that would have been good. But they're like, let's go for the overkill and have Boruto cut him in half and finish him off with this unrealistic Rasengan. Now, Rasengan again, it's like we've seen Naruto finish people off, literally everybody off with a Rasengan. Like, can Boruto get something new? Like, we're literally so deep into the ninja timeline. Like, can you give Boruto a signature jutsu? Like, can he just shoot a fireball? Can he summon lightning? Like, can we just get a new finishing move? It's like, it's been 15 years. I'm really tired of these Rasengan finishes. Like, but at the same moment, it's kind of cool seeing people get spun out and knocked into a wall from a tornado Rasengan. So I do have to say it's kind of cool at some aspects, but I'm just really tired of these Rasengans taking out people. Now, like I said, I do want to highlight some awesome things. So you guys know there is a new mangaka that's actually drawing the Boruto manga. As you guys can see, there is a big difference in just stylistically how the characters are drawn and rendered. And I have to say, I absolutely love seeing the fight scenes in the new style. You get full body movements. You get to see how Boruto's arm is reaching out compared to this guy's other arm. You get to see their leg. Like, you get to see the full movements in the original Naruto anime manga. You just see, like, you know, like if they're throwing a kunai, you just see like a blur on their hand, and you see like an impact point, and you see the kunai launch out. And I'm dissing Kishimoto sensei, obviously. I'm just saying I do have this new appreciation for being able to see the characters' full bodies come out and fight and swing. I really just think it works really, really well. It's really fluid, and I have to say this contrast is just, I love it. So the biggest moment I have to say in this chapter is that, you know, okay, we did take out Aoi, and I'm really glad to see that these are the first time in Boruto, like in the Naruto franchise, where like I'm watching a fight and I literally don't know how it's going to happen. Like, nobody feels safe. Boruto could die any second. Konohamaru is basically on his deathbed. He keeps taking all these machine guns to the face. So I have to say is that, like, this is really feeling like Bleach 1,000 Year Blood or War arc-esque, where these characters really do feel like, at least, you know, how gritty the story is, that they might actually die. And I have to say, I really do love that, because Boruto, like Naruto, you can watch it and you enjoy it, but you're like, yeah, but nothing's really gonna happen. Nobody's really gonna die except Neji, and that took 15 years. But it's like, there's really no sense of peril, because we know at the end of the day, like, everybody's gonna be fine, but this is the first time I feel like there's a sense of danger. Now, and the second biggest point is that Kashin Koji. Oh my god, I love saying this guy's name. Kashin Koji. Like, he's such a cool character. And I have to say this, something funny before we even talk about his character more, is that I thought was funny that it took 3 full pages for them to show Kashin Koji's face. It's like Aoi's like knocked out on the ground. He's like thinking about his life, like, man, maybe I was wrong about everything after he just got obliterated by a 12-year-old. And then he looks, he's like, Kashin Koji, is that you? So it's just like, wow, obviously they're definitely taking these 3 pages to buff out this chapter. I kind of understand that, because there's only so much, you know, you can put in one chapter for the story to fit well and leave a good cliffhanger and stuff like that. But I have to say, this next scene is that, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You guys saw the title, so I'm not feel like I'm leaking or spoiling anything, but Kashin Koji, pretty sure he might be Jiraiya's son, or at least there is some kind of relation to Jiraiya. And I have to say, I saw on Instagram maybe a month or 2 ago where I honestly, it was that insignificant that I don't even have like a picture on my phone, but I just feel like I saw these pictures of Kashin Koji, and I think somebody like photoshopped the symbol of Jiraiya's headband, like I think it says oil or something. They put it on Kashin Koji's Phantom of the Opera-esque mask, and I don't know, they're really just kind of speculate that he might be related to Jiraiya. And to me, I was like, okay, that's really very off basis. Like, there's no basis to this fact except the fact that they are Japanese men with long, just really white hair, with very pale hair. But now that, you know, Kashin Koji is summoning giant Gema toads out of nowhere, and that looks like it might be his signature, you know, I really think there is going to be some kind of relation to Jiraiya and Kashin Koji. And I would absolutely love that, because I would love to see, you know, I'm not a person that gets really nostalgic on characters and feel like they have to always be part of the storyline, but it really would be cool to see that, you know, Jiraiya, he's supposed to be a player, he's supposed to be a pimp, you know, what's up, peeps? He's always supposed to have you know, the girl around. It was kind of cool. He had a son that, you know, he knocked up some lady and he didn't even know, and he's dead. And, you know, his son, you know, Naruto and Boruto went on the Jiraiya path, and his son, Jiraiya's actual son, went on this dark path. So I think that's pretty cool. Last moment is that Kashin Koji obviously knows Boruto. He either knows about Boruto, maybe he's watching him in the shadows. Like, he came up to Boruto really formal, like the way he said it is very non-formal. So like, obviously, you know, there's some kind of connection between Kashin Koji. But that's it, you guys. That's my review of Boruto chapter 22. I have to say, it was really good. I liked it, but I'm really ready for the storyline to really get going. It's been almost 2 years. I think it's 2 years in April that this manga has been going, and we really haven't even gotten into it yet. Like, come on, let's get going, you know? And it really does hurt. Not hurt, but it kind of sucks too, because it comes out once a month, and even though it's a longer chapter, I feel like even if it was just like 17 pages, one chapter a week, like, it'll feel like the pacing's a little bit better. It just seems like it's a long drag just for 40 pages that have really gone nowhere. Anyways, you guys, my name is Wesley Lindsay on Wesley's World. I'm going to be reviewing more anime, and even if it's just me talking on my camera, I didn't bring out my full camera I'm doing on this map book. I will put out more content for you guys. Tell me what you guys think about this chapter down below. Do you guys really think that Kashin Koji is going to be Jiraiya's son? Do you guys, what about Kawaki? Like, we've seen all these threats. We have the Otsutsuki clan, we have the Kara organization, and now we still have Kawaki in the background somewhere. You know, he's fostering, bring up some evilness in the background in maybe 6 years. So it's like there's so much going on, and I'm kind of liking it. Yeah, this is just really different for Boruto, the main Naruto franchise, and I really want to know what you guys say. That really motivates me to make more videos. Lastly, like and subscribe. Really shows me, you know, like commenting, liking, subscribing really shows me that you guys want this content. I will make more. Anyways, you guys, Wesley Lindsay on Wesley's World, and I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys on the next video.